Hello, it's Theresa Holistic Tarot here, and we're doing the monthly reading for March 2022. So let's get started. Clear the energy. Angel Spirits, guys, can we please have some cards for Taurus for 2022? March, from March 2022 for Taurus, please. March 2022 for Taurus. So if you're enjoying these little readings, please can you leave me a like, a subscribe would be great, a share would be smashing. But I love your comments. Thank you so much. It's always the same people that take the trouble to comment, and I do appreciate it. Thank you. So cards for Taurus, please. First card up is the Thinking Man. Second one is Victory. And the third one is Rest and Rejuvenation. Okay, so the Thinking Man can be somebody that you either work with or somebody in your world whose advice you would take because you respect this person. So they're more mature, they've been in the workplace longer, they're more experienced than yourself, and they may be mentoring you, but come what may, you will seek their advice at some point. Victory is self-explanatory. We'll have a look at the tarot to see what type of era this would be apparent in. Rest and Rejuvenation is very much about, it's a spiritual card as well. It's not just a physical. It's not about just taking time out and binge watching Netflix or whatever. I'm saying that because I did that last weekend myself. It was lovely. But this is a card of spiritually digging deep about what's important to you, how you want life as you're moving on. You're going to have some victory somewhere, so you need to be clear. You need to be clear on what it is you're trying to manifest, or what your goals are, what your dreams, what your hopes are. So let's have a look at the tarot and see what the tarot say. So Angel Spirits, guys, can we have some cards, please? Some clarifiers for Taurus, March 2022. Did I say 20 earlier? Oh my God. So March 2022. And for Taurus, please, we have the Thinking Man, Victory, and Rest and Rejuvenation. Funny, all your cards, actually, I'm just realizing as I was shuffling, every one of them. So that's 4 and 6 becomes 10, 8 and 2 becomes 10, 1 and 9 becomes 10. So we're left with a 1. So this is very much the start of something for you. It's really interesting. Okay. So for the Thinking Man, we have the Hermit. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the 3 of Swords. Victory, we have the Hierophant. The 7 of Wands. The Lovers. Judgment. The 10 of Wands. And the 3 of Pentacles. So as I normally do, I'm going to start with the first, then the center, and then the last card, then I'll go to the others. I do that because I always feel these have a little bit more clout because of their positions. Okay, the Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit's very much, it can be when you're having to stand on your own 2 feet. When it's not surrounded by any negative cards, so I don't feel that it's a fear of being alone, but it can be your awareness of being alone, your awareness of actually thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if I had someone to share this with? Wouldn't it be nice if I had a partner? Wouldn't it, so it may be just about, it doesn't feel negative or a fear, but it feels like you may be considering the impact somewhere on your life of having to stand by yourself or do something by yourself. But the Hermit is a great card. It's a card of internal resources. So it's saying that you can do whatever it is you're setting your mind to at the moment. Now, the very fact that he's come out under the Thinking Man may mean that you're very used to standing on your own 2 feet and doing your own thinking, doing your own planning and whatever. It may not become easy to you to actually consider the fact that somebody in your work environment may actually have something to offer you. But this, you may have to listen to somebody else this particular month. And listen, it's somebody that you do respect. So, and there's potential for new learning here. So be open to that concept. It just feels that you're very used to doing something your way, because you've always done it. Be open to taking advice. Be open, especially from someone you respect. So in your industry, or somebody that's got a vested interest in you doing well. And as I say, it could be someone as well that sees your potential, that really could be looking at you and saying, I'm going to keep my eye on that particular person. They've got potential. I like the look of that. So it's very interesting. Now, the Seven of Wands is saying you may, now you get victory. It's coming under the line of victory. So you may find you have to defend your position this month. Now, this can be you standing up for something that you don't feel is quite right. You might find yourself being the only one that actually does the standing up when push comes to shove, because people have got a great habit of all being in the fray and saying, yes, I agree. Oh, yeah. But when actually push comes to shove, they're gone when you're speaking to somebody more senior. But it's very much a card of principles and standing up, either for the underdog or standing up for yourself, what you believe to be right. It's saying don't give in. Do not give in. Don't give in to what maybe have been the traditional way, when something's always been done because we've always done it like that. This is a card saying, well, break new ground. I am saying to you, I want to do it this way. I'm going to try it, and you will win this battle. But just don't cave. Don't cave. Three of Pentacles. So a card of collaboration. So it's interesting because you go from really sort of doing something on your own, being used to that, then you may have to fight your corner for what you believe in, and then you move to collaboration. So I think you definitely see the potential of hooking up, either taking someone's advice or hooking up with others to achieve a goal and get victory. So this is about you learning or other people learning. It can be very collaborative, that everybody's got something to offer, everybody's got something to bring to the pot, and it's about shared experience, working together to achieve a common goal. So this can be like a sales team all pulling together. This can be a project and work that various departments get together and they achieve a really good outcome. And you yourself this can be a novel experience because you're so used to just taking the decisions or doing something or whatever. So it's quite interesting. It can, on a practical level, be that you may take advice either from an estate agent or a bank manager or a financial manager. You may be thinking either about literally building a home for yourself. So it can be either buying a plot of land, looking at houses, looking at apartments. You may be looking at moving and again taking advice from other people. But this is very much a card of moving on, consolidating something, building something with other people and really making something work. Now, we've got the Three of Swords. I've got 2 threes here. So it can be that you're building something with other people. It can be that you're building a relationship because we've got the Lovers here. But it can be that you're going to build it very, 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 very slowly because you've known either disappointment before, and you've known either the pain of relationships not working out, you've realized that you just don't want to revisit that. So this can be about building something, a relationship, really, really slowly. Now, the Lovers itself, it's self-explanatory. It can be that potential union where you really are just not just in love, but really it's passionate, it's excitement, there's shared goals. It's the Lovers is coming out under victory, so you're going to have some success in a relationship, which is lovely because you've known what it's like, or you've known what it's like to experience disappointment, possibly rejection, or something just not working out. And to a certain degree, I would be urging you to let the past experiences go. You don't want to bring that into your present and allow it to influence your future, for sure. But it just feels like you've been bitten and you're really, really cautious now. Now, the Knight of Swords. So somebody may be urging you. So swords are an air sign. It can be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. They can be saying, come on, what are you dithering for? What are you waiting for, you know? So it can just be that they're egging you on, but you're saying, no, I'm used to my own space. I'm used to my own territory. I'm used to making my own decisions. I'll do it in my own good time. I'm not going to be pushed on, urged on. I'm not going to be pushed out my comfort zone by anyone. Okay. So very much a Gemini, Libra energy here, very much. Okay. So we've also got, so under Victory, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very much about that card of tradition, conforming, being aware of how, it's a card of image. So it comes out in a business sense. It could be very much about brand building. How does the brand look? How, being aware of how I want to be seen, I want to be portrayed, I want to come across to other people, the image that I'm cultivating or the image I represent. So it's sitting beside Judgment. So Judgment is about taking a decision. So it means that somewhere either you are being assessed and you're very aware of it, and or you are assessing others. Will they fit in with me? So Judgment, all right, so let's go back to basics here. Judgment can be when you either have a legal situation or an official situation, and the fact well, the card is actually upright, so it could show great potential that something is definitely going to come out in your favor. Therefore, officially or whenever you're going to have some victory, you're going to know some success. It's also a card of, it can be that card of having to take that personal decision of having to decide what fits best for me, what looks to be the right practice here. How is whatever I'm now considering, how is that going to look to either a company, the brand, whatever. So there's a big thing about brand awareness, or how your image, about what you are trying to portray yourself. And other people are watching. So you can be watching others and other people are watching you. It's everybody's watching everybody else here. But it's very much about, and it's also a card about stand your ground and be authentic. And sometimes being aware of how it has always been done, but you saying, no, I'm going to put my own stamp on it. I'm going to stand my ground here, but at the same time, we have this awareness that you are going to be working collaboratively with people. So this card, as I mentioned already, can be on a personal level, like getting a home, changing home, buying ground, buying land, beginning to talk about getting a mortgage, or even finding a new place to rent. So you'll take advice on that. But it can be this overall picture about you moving into working collaboratively with people and gaining success from that. You might have been a bit of a loner in the past. You may have been a bit of a wild card for other people in the past. But you're now moving into a different energy of bringing your authentic self, but making it work in conjunction with other people. So we have here the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is very much something that's final. The Ten of Swords can be that, I'll show it to you. That guy's got 10 swords stuck in his back. He's not going anywhere very fast, is he? So there's a finality here. Something is going to end. What is it that's going to end? There's some sort of battle. That's the only word I can use to describe it. When I see all these cards and victory, and being told to stand your ground and be firm, whatever, you will win something, but it may cause some upheaval in your life. And the interesting thing as well, for me, as looking at it from a therapeutic point of view, this can be you beginning to realize that you can work very successfully with other people and that you don't have to be alone. So this can be the ending of a thought process, the ending of a belief. So this can be very much in a love, if I saw these cards in a love relationship, I would be saying that I've been disappointed in the past. I'd rather be on my own. I don't want to go back there. I never want to visit that pain again. I'm done. And this card would say, but you're going to change your mind. You're going to that you may have held this belief for a while, but it's going to end. So it's a general reading, so I've got to give it notice about the love aspect, because I'm seeing we've also got the Lovers. So it could mean that you're going to move away from feeling that you want to be alone, and you're now ready for you want to be alone because you've been hurt. Okay, it's safer to be alone. I don't want to get hurt again. And it's safer to be alone and not have a relationship because people let you down. They get in your nerves. They do stuff behind your back. So there's a shift. There's a shift energetically in March for you Taurians. There's the ending of something, and it could very well be the belief you hold about love and relationships. It could also be the belief you hold about working as a team. You may not have had a good experience about working as part of a team. You may find that there's always somebody there willing to steal your ideas, willing to take the kudos for something. And then for the first time, you begin to realize, actually, it can work if everybody's on the same page. Because under Rest and Rejuvenation, that card is about digging deep. And beginning to realize that sometimes what you believe isn't always right, and that you may need to adjust your own beliefs to get the results that you want in victory. So quite interesting. So you've got the Lovers, so you've got a new relationship or a relationship deepening. You've got victory in love coming in, but by golly, it's maybe had a bit of a rocky point to get there, which is quite interesting. Well, nothing's ever easy, is it? So angel spirits, guys, can we please have an enchanted map card? So just bear in mind you're getting victory, Taurus. So angel spirits, guys, can we please have an enchanted map card for Taurus for March 2022? Field of Dreams. Make sure, yeah, I had them upside down. Field of Dreams. So it's quite interesting again. So 2 and 1, we've got a 3. There's your 3, which has got quite an important position. So how do I manifest my field of dreams? How do I manifest? You're going to do it in conjunction with other people. So whether other people are part of the dream, whether it's your dream to work with a certain company or a certain person or a certain way, but come what may, you're going to manifest something that's really important to you, and you'll do it by working with others. So let's have a soul card. Where are they? So angel spirits, guys, what do Taurians have to think about this March on a soul level? But you know, you're coming across very strong in this reading, because that Hermit is actually really saying to me loud and clear, I'm fine to be on my own. I may stop putting the barriers up about love, but I'm resilient. I've got internal resources. I don't actually need anybody, although it would be nice to have somebody. So on a soul level, acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So that's very much about questioning your beliefs, realizing that sometimes some beliefs or some thought processes may not support you and actually are probably very unhelpful. So a bit of digging, a bit of self-analysis, a bit of because these swords represent our thoughts. They are very much about communication, but also about how we communicate with ourselves. So it's about, what am I telling myself here? Where can I possibly be holding myself back? And when you get that aha moment, right. And it's not about beating yourself up because you've thought it. It's about just saying, well, wow, I'm glad I've spotted it now. Because you have victory in your cards. You've got love in your card. Something is very much going to be decided in your favour. I'm loving your cards this month. Very positive. A lot of learning. So I'd love some feedback. Let me know if this pans out for you. But there is learning in your cards this month. But learning about you. Not about... you're not learning new protocol or anything at work. You're learning about you. Okay, Taurus? And I look forward to hearing from you. Please let me know how that works out. And leave me a little comment. As I said, it's always the same people who leave comments. And it'd be nice to see some, which is lovely of them. I'm very appreciative. But I'd love to see some new faces. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next month.